Hey, it's TKMN. You're watching a 416 interview.
So when did you first start creating music?
I first started creating music, like really recording around like 16, 15, around there. And I'm 23 now. So that was a bit ago.
What made you start creating music?
Honestly, it was just always around me, my family, Jamaican family, music always, Bob Marley, then 2000s R&B, things like that, always around the house. So I just kind of got influenced from there.
So how did you come up with your name TKMN?
So TK, that's my nickname. It was given to me by one of my cousins. And MN is just initials. That's it.
Does like the TK stand for anything or
Yeah, I mean, not really exactly. Just short for something. Just short for something.
so I want to get into your like creative process when you create a song.
A lot of the time, yes, I'm freestyling. Most of the music that I make, I'm freestyling on the spot usually. So I don't know. I like that way because it's a lot more. It's a lot more fluent. You can hear it when you play it. It just sounds smooth and it goes together well. You're not thinking too much. You're not in your head too much. So I like that way.
Have you ever like written before?
Yes, I have. I have for sure. But the more I went on making music, the less and less I wrote. I'll write for like features and things like that because it's another person's song, so I want to make sure I get it how it's supposed to be. And but yeah, I can think of maybe like one song, maybe two that I've written for a while now.
All right, okay. And when it comes to like the beat, how like picky are you with Beats. So like do you usually get like a beat pack and like go through all of them, uh choose whichever one you like best, or do you like freestyle on every beat, seeing which one like sounds the best?
I'll freestyle on every beat and I'll go through all of them. I'm pretty picky with beats. I'll maybe choose like one beat, like 5 or 7 beats. I'll choose like one maybe because I just don't like to waste people's time. I don't like to waste producers' time or my time. If I'm choosing it, I'm gonna do it. Sometime at least. So that's just how I think of things. That's how I pick beats.
Is music more of a passion for you, or is it like a career?
I think it's both, or it can be both. Definitely trying to get it into that career thing where like that's all I do. So I want to have that. That's the end goal there.
How would you describe the music you create?
Music I create, I guess you can call it like melodic pop rap or melodic R&B, somewhere in there. It's like a mix between usually R&B, hip hop, pop, and then yeah, that like a more modern melodic style to it. That's what I think of it.
So out of all the songs and like projects that you've created, which one are you like most proud of putting out?
I'd like to say my first like EP/slash project. It's called Popstar TK, the first one, and I'll just say that because it just gave me like an inspiration to push and kind of gave me like a soundscape to build off of. It was nice. It was just like that first thing where I can build. But yeah, I would say that's I'm most proud of that.
Which like song in your opinion like put you on the map or like created the most buzz for you?
That one's an easy one. It's definitely the song called Hardaway. And it's on the Popstar TK EP. Definitely the way that came by, I think that was like the best rollout that I ever done. It was properly done. I had like the trailer with like a proper video with everyone that I rock with, people around me. Um, my guy Javi on the directing. Ben Telford as well with help and friends and family. Um, it was just really good, and it turned out better than I thought it would. It was great. It was great because at that time it was just I was making music, but it wasn't. It's like reception. That's a different thing. It wasn't there at that time until I made that. That kind of put me more in the eyes of like Ottawa music. Kind of got me noticed there.
Talking about your song Hardway, it was put on the Spotify playlist for like Northern Bars. Um and like got press from like Hip Hop Canada. What was that like feeling like being recognized in such a big way?
It was interesting. It was different, you know. Like most of the time, felt kind of like an underdog type of thing, and then it was just a different feeling to be like not like people's champ, but people really rooting for you to do your thing. Other than oh, you know, watch out for this person. Like okay, this person's there. It was different. It felt good though. It was good. It was a great feeling.
All right, bet. How did it happen?
Well, Northern Bars. I don't really have industry connections or anything like that, so I really just got my song got picked for it. My song got picked for it. You know, not right away. I think it took some time, and I was like, oh, you know, it is what it is. But then it got taken up and just went from there. You know, but Hip Hop Canada, I had to reach out to them to see if they could, you know, for that's like a different thing. But they did it really well, and I really appreciate them doing that. So
What's your opinion on the Ottawa music scene? Since you're from Ottawa, like, does it have like potential out there to like blow up?
yeah, it definitely has potential to blow up. There's a lot of talent here, and hopefully over the years people will notice and it'll get the respect it deserves. It's definitely very talented, very versatile city too.
Do you think people from Ottawa have to move out of the city to like, blow up, or you think people could, you know, just blow up organically through the city, in the city?
I think you can blow up organically, but in order to really blow up, you can't just do it in your city. You have to go out for shows and things like that. So I feel like that's a complicated question, but like you can be in Ottawa as your main place and do well for sure. For sure, for sure. It's close to New York, it's close to Toronto, and LA is not bad to just travel back and forth. It's not bad. So you can do a lot of things here, like as your main place, and then visit other places to do business and come back.
If you could move to any city, which city would you move to like further your music career?
Think about. I'll go Toronto just because I'm from here,
Okay, okay.
and there's a lot of things for Canadian artists here. You know, if I go to LA or go to New York, it's not. It doesn't really matter if I'm a Canadian artist trying to represent Canada. But Toronto is a big enough place, and then it has the opportunities too. So I think it's good. There's a lot of people that blew up from Toronto just like that.
Are you gonna move to Toronto then? Like eventually or not?
I was actually thinking about kind of going there and back just for music and trying some things. Yeah, I was definitely thinking about it for sure. It's good for advancing and hopefully, you know, connecting Toronto and Ottawa so that people get noticed and things can be done.
What artists do you listen to?
Jay Z, I listen to a lot of Jay Z, MF Doom, Bob Marley and the Wailers. What am I saying? Um, Frank Ocean, Miguel, Playboy Cardi. I listen to a lot of Playboy Cardi. I think he's great. Earl Sweatshirt. There's a lot of rappers. There's a lot of rappers. It's hard to just think of a lot on the spot, but I know I'm missing a lot. But I listen to them a lot. Nas.
Uh, do you take like inspiration from any or all these artists?
All there's definitely some I haven't named. Now that you think about, it, now that you're saying it, I would say like inspiration. Definitely Jay Z for and MF Doom for rhyming and rap. Like Bob Marley and the Wailers for sure. Song structure and just purpose in your music, making sure it has a meaning. I listen to a lot of Tory Lanez too, like especially 2015, 2016 Tory Lanez. That was crazy. Definitely adding like melodic and rapping, adding that. ASAP Rocky, The Weeknd, Frank Ocean, a lot of yeah. I would say they definitely influence how I sound and but over the years I think I developed kind of a more unique take on it.
So being in this being in the music scene for a decent amount of time, what advice do you have like for new artists coming into the game?
New artists coming into the game, I would say learn how to record yourself and mix and produce, it'd be good. That was not the road that I took. That was not what I was around, just creating like that in that way. But I'm still gonna be learning it. But I would say it's easier to develop your own sound, put more reps in, and have your vocals sound exactly the way you want to without, troubling anybody basically. And I would also say to learn stuff about the industry, learn how to drop correctly, and yeah, just know and know how to place your things and submit your things in a way that works for you and not against you.
And last question I want to ask you: any new projects people should look out for?
Yeah, I just dropped a project actually. It's called Popstar TK2, so the sequel to that, and I think it's on par with the quality of the first one, or maybe even better. So that's one, Popstar TK2. But I'm gonna be releasing music very often, so be sure to check that out for sure. Dropping something new. Has to be at least October. Drop something.
They gon' do anything for some commas. You guys think that you shit ain't a kinda, cause you know you ain't doing it properly. And respect, you know I get it.